Well, hey there, everybody. Good early morning. I actually just woke up. Street because me in the last race of the Formula One season. What that means is that it's the end of an era for many today at Abu Dhabi. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's the end of an era for many other people. Daniel Ricciardo, with his team. Don't know where he's going to be going next. Nick Schumacher looks like he's not going to be returning for the team. And of course, the last race for Sebastian Vettel for Formula One in his career. Man, what an incredible season for Sebastian Vettel. And of course, me as a Vettel fan, this is really going to be emotional for his last race. And of course, for next season, I will become a Verstappen fan. And of course, Verstappen is going to be a great replacement for Sebastian Vettel because I really want to have a driver that is actually dominant with a great team. And yeah, I actually can't wait to see what this race is going to be about. This is the final race of the Formula One season. I did see the Japanese Grand Prix, and oh boy, that race was definitely something, like a lot of rain. And, yeah, but don't know what to expect for this race. Hopefully, it doesn't get even better than the Japanese Grand Prix, because I definitely want to see. Hopefully, this race is going to be a good one. Our last ride in Formula One before switching over to the Stafford fan. Hopefully, we end our career on a high note, and if Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen are on the front row, so Max Verstappen is trying to look for his 15th win of the season. That's unbelievable. Trying to go for his 15th win of his career. And Sebastian Vettel ending his career today. His last start in Formula One and our last start here in Formula One. Whew. This is definitely going to be something. We're close to getting things underway. They're on the starting grid right now, so this race is about to get started shortly. So we already know who is going to be winning the world championship today. Max Verstappen already with a 200-point gap. There is no way that Charles Leclerc or Sergio Perez will get in front of them to take the world championship. But here we go. We're on the grid. We're about to get things underway. We're about to start. Hopefully you guys are ready for this, because it's definitely going to be an emotional roller coaster for me. And here we are, 7 o'clock. Oh wait, we're gonna do the promotional lap. So we're actually not getting started yet, but pretty much a formation lap is what you should say. Yeah, formation lap. That means like they go out there and Oh, geez, this was the longest season in Formula One history with 246 days since it started in Bahrain. That's insane. A good majority of these guys are going to be starting with medium tires, while Kevin Magnussen is starting with hard tires, and in 17th, I don't know who that driver is. Then, of course, I'm still new to this. Of course, I'm not new to motorsports, but I am kind of new. Oh, Pierre Gasly, that's who that is. Is starting with soft tires, and then it seemed to me like Valerie Bottas is starting with hard tires. So. Hello, people. Yeah, I know this may be unexpected to you guys, but this is the final race of the Formula One season. Right now, we did not start yet. Usually when you see light green, you usually see light green in NASCAR reactions. That indicates that we're on the final lap of the stage, but for Formula One, for example, this indicates that we're on the formation lap, and that means that they're out on the track testing their tires before actually getting things underway. So you guys are actually just in time. So, of course, we're still 8 minutes into the stream, and here we go. Now they're getting back on the grid. Here we go. Final start for many people. It's lights out, and away we go. The final race of the Formula One season. Already, Red Bull drivers are already going side by side already. I'm definitely gonna have to sit up because I don't want to sleep during this because I just woke up. So.
That's why he's suddenly under attack instead of being the attacker. But that Ferrari I showed you on the grid, it's got slim rear wing. It's pretty handy in a straight line.
I'm pretty sure they will. Carlos Sainz on Lewis Hamilton. Oh man, Hamilton got off course. Got a little bit airborne too. Oh, that was reminiscent to last year too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh boy. Max Verstappen still up front though. Oh yeah, let's take a look at this. I think Lewis Hamilton tried to get past Charles Leclerc. Boom. Oh wow. Front got airborne a little bit. Alright, on the second lap now. Yet so far, it's been a clean race so far. Turn 6 incident. Oh. No, oh, it's noted. Oh, forcing another driver off the track. Oh boy. That's between Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. That's what Race Control's saying. Carlos Sainz is saying that. Yeah, it said the exact same thing like Hamilton did last year. So.
Carlos Sainz. Ricardo back up there to 13th. Alex Albon, without Williams faster in a straight line than a lot of other cars, is looking to make more progress in these early stages too. And you can see as the cars come into
Review, no further investigation. All right. Oh, that was Carlos Sainz. Okay, so it wasn't Charles Leclerc. Okay, so I thought it was because, of course, yeah, of course, they're teammates for Ferrari, but yeah, Leclerc is still in third. So,
no further investigation necessary on that one. We're on lap
all right, no further investigation of that incident. Third lap now. Not a lot of people have gained positions. Only Hamilton, Lando Norris, Lance Stroll, Alex Albon, and Valentino, and the guy in 19th place. Sorry, can't. Those are the drivers that Who was that last guy? Nicholas Lafiti. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, those guys have gained only 1, 2, or 3 positions since the race started. So not a lot of guys are making moves. So, but Lewis Hamilton is right behind Charles Leclerc. Red Bull Racing is still 1-2 right now, and of course Max Verstappen's the leader in Oh, another incident involving Lewis Hamilton. They think that he went off track to gain a position. Oh, so they're taking a look at that.
Perez got away faster than Verstappen. Seems that Verstappen was 0.04 of a second quicker on the gas. They all behaved themselves going through turn 1, but Lando Norris very nicely getting ahead of George Russell.
Yeah, Lando having a super end to the season as well, isn't he, in terms of showing his potential. There was the move that Leclerc made. It's a little bit of a half-hearted one, but then put him on his back foot. So now Hamilton in his slipstream, a sandwich between the two Ferraris. And let's watch this unfold. So Sainz getting a lovely double.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at it. Did Lewis Hamilton actually gain a position?
Makes a move, makes it stick. It was a little bit of a mugging.
He did!
And this is what the stewards are now looking at. He went off the track and then
he did when he tried to pass Charles Leclerc. Oh man, and of course,
Lewis will say he was forced wide. The stewards have now said he wasn't.
Lewis said he got forced down. And of course, when Carlos Sainz got underneath him, that's when he got off course, and Lewis Hamilton actually did pass.
Okay, Lewis, we've been asked to give the position back to Sainz.
And there it goes.
Oh, he's getting the position back to Sainz.
Back up in the 4th place. The position has given back. You've been monitoring the team radio. Was there any further exchanges?
Yeah, it was more for the Ferrari side. They were still lobbying with the FIA and extended Carlos. We are still discussing. We're still pushing. Clearly, it took a little while to get there, but they managed to make a convincing argument.
That message,
Oh, nice. I see you watching on ESPN as well. ESPN2 to be exact. I didn't. All right. Yeah, guys, sorry if it's solo, but of course, there's some people right now that my crew is. Some of them are definitely not awake right now, so of course, looks like Molly and Exton, SG, and Rolando are awake right now currently. It's only just you guys who have made an appearance in the live chat right now.
And Sainz just ahead under braking. Hamilton then getting a very good exit out of that chicane.
Here comes Lewis Hamilton, though. He's going to try to get that position back. No further action for leaving the track and gaining an advantage for Lewis Hamilton. And he did pass Carlos Sainz, and the crowd is going a little bit wild for that.
So that's a little bit odd, isn't it? No further action leaving the track and gaining advantage. So it must have been the team making that decision. But then Lewis got a double dose of drag reduction system. And through he went, quite easily, and that suggests to me that George Russell is going to do the same reasonably quickly as well.
Russell's ahead of Lando Norris. Two Mercedes making a move on lap 5 of the race and making a move out in front. 2.4 seconds near enough now. The advantage Verstappen has over Perez. He kept him within DRS range for a lap. That has now disappeared. Ted, let's head down to you. Good evening.
Hello, Croppy. Hello, Martin. Everybody. Yeah, absolutely. This Mercedes is fast today. So Ferrari starting to see the real pace of the Silver Arrows. They'll be worried about that. We'll see how long it takes for Lewis Hamilton to close on Charles Leclerc and challenge for an overtake. But meantime, out front.
Well, lap 6 right now. We had no indication of safety car at all. So far has been a relatively clean race. I wouldn't say that for long. I bet there will be a safety car that will just come out.
They did look very, very menacing in terms of their pace, but there's a long way to go. We're only on lap 6, and here comes George Russell and Carlos Sainz under pressure once again. They come perilously close, don't they?
Man, Hamilton and Sainz will not get away from each other. They're just battling out here. This is only for like 4th. This is only for 4th. Or actually, I think that was George Russell. That is George Russell, the other Mercedes. So right now is the other Mercedes teammate that's battling Carlos Sainz right now. That's George Russell, who was last week's winner of this season, I believe.
The word we got from the teams coming into this race was it's a 1 or a 2 stopper.
Lewis is a quick on the pace, so it doesn't give Sainz the DRS. Ferrari the slow, we can beat them.
Yeah, Russell seeing that Carlos Sainz less than a second behind Lewis Hamilton is getting a bit of advantage. That isn't helping George Russell in his attack. Yeah, the team's saying it's a 1 or a 2.
Whoops.
After the first stint, during the
Accidentally turned it down.
It's going to switch to a 2-stopper, and I get the feeling that the Ferrari is suffering with bigger degradation than the others.
Yeah, but of course, that's George putting out there. The Ferrari rear wing is open because he's following Lewis Hamilton so closely that it's keeping him in play. But it's interesting that Sainz is coming back at Hamilton at this moment, and it looks as if Russell has just a bundle more speed available to him, but as long as he's not taking too much out of his tyres.
Here we go again. Carlos Sainz just started to gain on Lewis Hamilton into turn 9, and George Russell is...
Carlos Sainz is now
on the scratch. Meanwhile, Sebastian Vettel has kept himself nicely in touch with Esteban Ocon. He's currently in 9th. Ocon, as you can see, in 8th place. And, well, Vettel's a man to look after his tyres and pick the right moments. And Aston Martin seems to have a decent pace with a bit of DRS help.
Vettel is a little bit Ocon is a little bit is being pressured a little bit by Sebastian Vettel, although Sebastian Vettel has stayed right there in 9th. Hamilton went off track again.
Picking up the place and moving ahead of him into 16th. Alex Albon still ahead in the Williams, and a good start from him. Kevin Magnussen looking to make a move down the back straight next time they go. But let's have a look now at 2 Mercedes and a Ferrari. And once again, Carlos Sainz has that DRS, that 15km/h top speed advantage. And Sainz under braking.
Here comes Sainz. Now he's going to make the move on Hamilton. Man, couldn't even make it work. He's coming in front of him at 300 kilometers an hour. Holy crap. And here comes Sebastian Vettel. Makes a move on Sebastian Ocon. Now he's in 8th now. And Ocon takes it back. Holy crap. Now look at this battle right here. There's a lot of action going on here. Come on, Vettel. Come on, Sebastian. You can get it back. You can get it back, Sebastian. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Doesn't have enough pace to get past Sebastian.
What's going on? You're free quicker race.
George wants to know what's happening, if anything's happening with Lewis, but your free to race suggests that there isn't much happening and you're going to have to get the overtake done yourself, George. That's the message.
Nothing's going on with Mercedes right now. No big action. So, oh, and now the Mercedes teammates are about to go battle it out here. George Russell's going to make a move on his teammate, Lewis Hamilton, out of turn 6 and turn 7. Preston, Norsehead, welcome. I know Raikkonen retired, but he didn't retire from racing because he didn't make it since he didn't make the Cup start in Watkins Glen earlier in the year. Though his day could have ended up a little bit better. Dude, Molly, it was freezing over here too. Right now, currently, it's like 25 degrees. So, wait, Lewis Hamilton said he's losing power? Oh no! Lewis Hamilton may be saying that he's losing power.
George Russell at 130.7, even with that DRS, and in front of 130.6 for Max Verstappen, who continues to extend his advantage.
Man, Vettel has freaking Alpine teammates right behind, like in front of him and behind him. Because of course, Ocon is in front of Vettel and Fernando Alonso's right behind him. Right now, Hamilton is still running 6th. We'll find out about what's going to happen to him. Man, Vettel is closing in on Ocon. But what can Fernando Alonso do though? Vettel is now making a move. Couldn't make it work. Come on, Vettel, do better than that, man. This is our last race. Let's make it count.
Over the curve, is there damage to the underside of that Mercedes?
Or possibly, or whether a sensor or something got damaged, because that's a massive shock load going into the very solid chassis. What can you tell us, Ted?
It certainly was a shock load. It would have been a shock load going through Lewis Hamilton's spine as well. But Mercedes say that they can't see any damage either physically on the TV pictures like you can, or on the telemetry. So that's on the
lap 11, and we're still on the green. No sign of safety car at all. Besides the incident between Sergio Perez and Lewis Hamilton, that's pretty much the only incident that has happened today. This is pretty much the last race for me to watch motorsports because, of course, like I won't be able to watch any more motorsport races. Because, of course, all of them are being broadcast out of the country, so...
He's going to wave goodbye to the team that he won his 2 world championships with and would dearly love to reward them. With a decent performance here tonight, but at the moment he's just hanging back a little bit. Can't quite match the speed of Sebastian Vettel, who can't quite get ahead and stay ahead of Esteban Ocon.
What we're saying there with Lewis Hamilton is he deployed his battery heavily, so in defence he's got to charge it up.
The pace is good. The take is also lower than expected. I don't agree.
So what they're seeing on the telemetry...
Both sides don't agree with the CAD being lower but has good pace. He doesn't agree with that.
Yeah, he's obviously feeling that they're beginning to go away quite quickly, but Tank's 9.6 seconds off the lead. I mean, as Ted said, in many respects, Red Bull have checked out and are in management mode. Long way to go yet, of course. 47 laps to be precise, but they look so racy. Mercedes there for a while, so racy, and it's suddenly fallen away from them.
Well, glad you didn't stay protected. If I had school today, I wouldn't even imagine how cold it would have been because had to walk into the building. Of course, I take a transportation, but it would have been a long walk into the building. Hopefully, it will be better by tomorrow because the temperature here is pretty freaking cold. Vettel trying to overtake. Let's go, buddy. Come on. No. Man, come on, buddy.
Yeah, Steph's going to have to go left as he go down the left-hand side and take to the painted area, keeping 2 tyres on the road, because I don't think he's got enough grip or speed to take the extra meters around the outside of turn 9.
To lap 13 then, 4.1 seconds the gap.
Come on, he's in 7th gear. You got to do better than that. Come on.
In the championship, if it stays like this, let's have a listen and a look at Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, he's already then got 2 warnings for track limits. There's the second one. After the third, you get a warning. The next one will be the black and white flag. And if you keep doing it, you'll take a 5-second penalty, which you could afford.
So if Hamilton goes off track again, he could get himself a warning and maybe a black and white flag. Hamilton is having issues with his car still. I haven't got snow lately, but recently, I did see snow falling down on like a little bit, but it wasn't cold enough for it to actually stick. So I did see snow flurries falling down, but I have yet to see a major snowstorm. I have yet to see that. It's been a while since I've actually had one of those. Actually, I haven't even seen one of those last winter. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be due for a major. I think I'm due for a major snowstorm because of that. Yeah, I gotta buckle up. I gotta buckle myself up because of that. 2 strikes, strat limits. Okay, so in case you guys are wondering, we have 58 laps currently in this race, and we're already on lap number 14, and no safety car neither. So it's been clean so far, but might not stay that way.
Vettel has pace, but can't quite get ahead, and Alonso is very, very close now to the back of Sebastian Vettel, and Lando Norris is doing well. McLaren need his teammate Daniel Ricciardo to be up there in the points as well, otherwise they'll never overtake Alpine.
Jeez, now Alonso is now closing in on Vettel now.
With Fernando Alonso, and just getting away better, I think, down to that chicane is the Aston Martin of Sebastian Vettel. Has Vettel got the pace?
Man, you are having a great time right now, Molly. Don't know if you're still on vacation, but if you are, man, that sounds like a very fun vacation. Oh wait, no, it said it was in your school. Okay, never mind. So it wasn't on vacation since it was at school. Well, glad you had a great time.
Yeah, we're looking into that, mate. We got a source room. I was going to say, that's Esteban Ocon diving into the pits.
Okay, so Ocon's diving into the pits. Yeah, because it's Finland. It always knows there. Oh, Tsunoda was also in as well. Schumacher is also in as well. So a couple guys are on pit road right now currently. Pierre Gasly also. There's a little bit of sparks from one of those cars. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's Vettel or not. No, it's one of the Alpine cars, I believe.
on the hard compound tyre. And Lance Stroll also on the hard. We're entering the pit window now.
Russell says, consider plan B. The fronts are gone.
On his front tyres. Max Verstappen will be complaining that he can't really see anybody at the moment. He's
Because it's Finland. I'm pretty sure you get a ton of snow there. I bet it's crazy. And besides, look at Buffalo, New York. They're getting completely submerged right now in snow. All right, Sergio Perez and George Russell were in pit road as well. Lando Norris as well. Joe Guan Yu is also in as well. Joe Guan Yu, there he is, right there in the pit lane.
Turned up slightly unexpected as Sebastian Vettel gets his second warning for track limits.
And after pitting, Sergio Perez overtakes Sebastian Vettel. They're not really in a fight with that Red Bull, so Vettel didn't exactly put up too much of a scrap.
Perez outbraked himself when he got there.
He certainly did, and that's right.
Sergio Perez and Sebastian Vettel right now battling for sixth. Oh, okay, a lot of drivers are on hard tires now. Oh boy. This battle is starting to heat up now. Wow, Vettel passed him clean.
Yeah, that's hurt Sergio Perez's afternoon because he is still in a fight with the Ferraris, and he's going to lose time now getting through this pack.
Out in front, top three yet to pit, top four yet to pit. Perez, the man in fifth, did pit. This is what happened with George Russell. He was stationary for 5.2 seconds. It was being held for quite a long time while they worked on the rear and then 10
Whoa.
seconds. 2 seconds. He came out to Travis for Lando Norris to put into the
Good luck with that one, George. Yeah, the slow stop of George Russell meant that Lando Norris had to stand on the brakes. There was a puff of tyre smoke as Norris came into his pit box to get his stop done and clearly delayed the McLaren driver. So I don't like to look at that from George's point of view.
Sergio Perez and Sebastian Vettel are still battling out. Bots. What the heck does that mean? I'm still new to this Formula 1, guys, so this is only the second race I'm seeing live, so
It was touch and go, but there is no doubt about it. He impeded the McLaren.
Once again, Sebastian Vettel gets a helping of DRS as Sergio Perez overtakes him and moves back into fifth.
I'm in a position of trying not to. I'm in a position that it will be definitely easy for me to sleep too. So, yeah, Mom, I'm trying to end your footsteps right now. But we're still half an hour in. Ugh. Pit lane incident involving car number all noted. Unsafe release by George Russell. That is being noted. Don't know what they're going to say. We're going with that. Oh, fastest lap for George Russell, too.
Where Sainz comes out in relation to George Russell. Sainz on the track comfortably ahead of the Mercedes.
Yeah, obviously the track's effective. It's an anti-clockwise circuit. The pits are effectively on the outside of the track, so you duck underneath the track and feed out at very high speed in turn 3 of the lap.
Here goes Fernando Alonso on Sebastian Vettel. I wonder how long he can put up that fight. There is George Russell making a move past Daniel Ricciardo. Hasn't pitted yet. Russell just set the fastest lap of the race on those fresh new hard compound tyres. We're on board once again with Fernando Alonso then heading into turn 9. You can see the blinking, flashing lights on the rear of the Aston Martin as it harvests energy, recovers energy and tops up the battery, ready for more deployment. Lewis Hamilton is coming into the pits and they're down that way.
Oh, bots means that they're heading to the pits, so
that was for Lewis Hamilton. So
Lewis feels on the radio.
yeah, here he comes.
He has got some damage from that incident early on when he clocked over the curb. You pick up the pit stop properly. Well, we can see it here. It's a little bit far away from me to see. Seems good. That's better than Russell's. That's much better. A little pat on each other's shoulders. It's a hard tire.
Under investigation for George Russell for unsafe release. I think that's probably going to be a penalty.
Which is damaged and costing him that time.
It wouldn't be surprising, would it, if there were some straights?
Think that the floor is broken? Oh gosh. Hamilton is having major issues. Holy crap. Not a good day for Lewis Hamilton, that's for sure.
Carlos Sainz is right behind him. Sainz was fitted off the half-pound tyre. He's making a nice fist of it down that back straight. Carlos Sainz moves up into fifth place. Sebastian Vettel, next driver ahead of him. Sure won't be putting up too much of a fight. So Sainz has DRS once again with Fernando Alonso too. I have to say, this is a super performance in the opening stages here by Sebastian Vettel. Trying to get past Esteban Ocon.
Man, Verstappen still hasn't freaking pitted yet. Nor Charles Leclerc. Sebastian Vettel hasn't pitted either.
And of course, this is for position. It's not for lapping, so he's entitled to fight Sainz every metre of the way. And Alonso is the only driver of the front runner, shall we say, that's got a brand new set.
Anderson.
Yeah. They start falling as well, don't they?
Okay, Verstappen, nice way of putting that in. Something like he's saying that the right front is screwed. Let's just say that. Right front is screwed for Sebastian Vettel. Let's just say that. Or Max Verstappen, I should say. Yeah, this is actually like my second time watching this, actually, Molly. So yeah, it is. Of course, I'm trying to watch this. This is like the most I've seen for motorsports. Like, you know, I think I only saw like one IndyCar race this year, I think. So not many IndyCar races this year, not many Formula One races this year, but mainly NASCAR. But Max Verstappen's coming in. He's saying box. So he's coming in right now.
Takes over the lead of this race. Hard tyre goes on to Verstappen with a slightly longer pit stop than you'd normally expect for Red Bull, but safely the four tyres are on and he can get back out into this race once more. As Mark Stroll moves up into 11th place. Verstappen will come out behind Leclerc and ahead. So his teammate Sergio Perez, not by much, but by enough. Ted, let's head down to you.
So Aston Martin, no response from them for Sebastian Vettel after the Alpines with whom he was battling pitted. I think it might be getting towards being too late. So, yeah, you need 22.5 seconds, don't you, to do a pit stop now, probably. And Esteban Ocon further down the road. So Vettel will certainly, if he pitted now, come out well behind Ocon. And I think he's going to lose the place to Fernando Alonso as well. So, well, let's see what they do. And I wouldn't be surprised if they react a little bit later.
5-second time penalty for George Russell. That's for an unsafe release for George Russell. He's going to have to come in. Yeah, go ahead, Norsad. What's up?
Yeah, it's frustrating for the driver, isn't it? He didn't make a mistake on the pit stop, and you can't, you know, when the lights go, you've got to exit your pit box. You can't try to second guess all of that. So the driver takes the pain for the team, but you win together, you lose together.
Longest stint, by the way, on the hard compound tyre in the last year's race was 44 laps for Lewis Hamilton. That was quite a safety car. I just wonder as Leclerc comes back out onto the track behind Verstappen and behind Perez, so it hasn't worked out for him in the opening.
Is it bad to say that I really don't like a lot of popular YouTubers? I mean, it's not saying that. The point is that I don't really watch them. Like, of course, my sister does, but I don't. Like, see, there's a good majority of them that I don't really like. Yeah. They're just not my type, you know. So Sebastian Vettel, they cut it out, but Vettel is one of the 3 drivers that has not pitted yet. This is for the podium position. Ferrari teammates going at it.
If you watch the team members brushing with a glove across the front wing, that's to clear the slot caps out between the elements. To clear the slot caps out of any tyre debris, otherwise the wing doesn't function properly.
That's George Russell getting there past Sebastian Vettel, who's one of the trio of drivers yet to pits in this race. I thought he might be coming in to the pits because his lap times are round about 3 seconds slower than those around him, but nothing doing yet.
And if Russell doesn't pitch again, they'll just add 5 seconds on to his lap time at the end of the Grand Prix, of course.
Certainly will. Yet to pit 2, Valtteri Bottas and Kevin Magnussen. And in front, Verstappen now just at 1.8 seconds.
Actually, for me, not exactly, because here's how it works for me where I live, because I live in one of the states that the adult age is different. I won't be an adult when I'm 18 because of course, for me here in the state it's different. Actually, a good majority of states have this rule. I won't be an adult yet until I'm 19. I won't be a legal adult until I'm 19 here in the state. It's kind of weird, but actually a good majority of states have this rule. So yeah, I'm not going to be an legal adult until I'm 19. So that's actually not until 2024 until I become a legal adult. But yeah, turning 18, oof. I gotta butter myself up because it's not gonna be a pleasant experience.
Thank you very much, George. We have a 5-second penalty for unsafe release. Left to Serbia, the next pit stop. All right, if we're going to take 5-second penalty, we need to get long.
To maybe put a set of softs on at the end to try and get some overtaking done. That's a deal, is it? George Russell is going to stop again, which, by the sound of that conversation, he will do. Correct to you.
Yeah, I was going to say that does sound like he's going to pit again. Just to confirm what you were speculating, Rocky, about Vettel, I do think they are going for that one stop. He's currently set that the front line are still okay. He's struggling with the rear. But if you look at their track position, he's 5 seconds ahead of Ocon, and they've both got one stop to go, effectively, haven't they? So, yeah, I think you're right. I think it could be a one stop there they're aiming for.
Yeah, I know, it is kind of weird.
What transpires with that? Can Fernando Alonso get past Yuki Tsunoda? This is a track where Alonso has been frustrated behind a
Me neither, dude. It's not gonna be good.
And he took your advice, and he took it well there, Martin Brundle.
Lap 25, and yet still we have yet to see a safety car. Ooh, how are we still 45 minutes in?
Slipping away. Sebastian Vettel took the lead of the World Championship at the final race for the first time that season and won his title.
And that is why they introduced DRS, because Petrov was able to hold along to up for the entire race.
Lando Norris is the next to get past Sebastian Vettel. He might be struggling with his tyres a little bit, but every time he keeps getting overtaken into that chicane, he then gets DRS on the next straight, which helps his place a little bit. Usher here.
Usher's actually there? Oh, nice.
Come to Abu Dhabi this year.
Next time, I just in Brazil and before, Lando really pulls the gears fast into a corner. Got the engine singing.
It was. We're just getting eaten up by everybody. Who's next to pass us? Sitting up. But what's especially the three stoppers?
Yeah, and the trouble is, it's 133. That's
Man, yeah, of course, with Vettel not pinning, we just have a terrible car right now. We've got to pit soon.
before you win a pit stop, a free pit stop, are you at that rate?
That's true. Daniel Ricciardo in 16th place, down in 16th place. But Daniel Ricciardo, but making some overtakes and having a bit of fun.
I actually don't think Formula One does commercial breaks. I have never seen a commercial for Formula One since the beginning of the race. So I think it's because it's ESPN. I think.
The majority of that field are all out there looking at a two-stop race. Apart from Sebastian Vettel, who, not for the first time in his career, is doing it a different way. Finally, though, Ted Kravitz is coming towards you in the pits.
All right, finally we're coming in. Thank goodness.
A bit earlier, but I think this is the earliest they can stop trying to make a one-stop work. Oh, it's a little bit slow on the right rear. That's lost a second, but not so bad by the Aston boys and girls. And he's away.
Not a bad pit stop, guys, but we got to do better.
That's lost more than 1 second. Slow there.
He had to suddenly kill some speeds if he was still in the main speed zone. But is that Sebastian Vettel's last ever Formula 1 pit stop?
Unless we get a safety car, one would suggest so.
That could be Vettel's final stop. Actually, that might be Vettel's only stop, unless a safety car comes out. That's what they're saying, which I doubt that.
Let's see what he can do from there. You can see him in the background as Gasly.
Pierre Gasly making a move on Kevin Magnussen. Oh, smoke out of Pierre. Locked up the brakes. Yeah, they started off at medium. Now they're all going on hard tires now.
Every single one of them comes out of hard tires now after 20 cars still running.
And Max Verstappen, I think, managing the pace rather nicely. As we see this battle carrying on between Pierre Gasly
Sparks
and Kevin Magnussen, racing
for both Magnussen and Gasly.
and enjoying themselves an awful lot, I think, out on that track. Can we chat up now to you?
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton's now playing to stabilise a bit on this harder tyre that he's put on 8 laps ago. He does seem happy with it as we look at this was Vettel, wasn't it? Into the tunnel properly. He had a actually not.
The rear tyres locked up.
No, but I think he had to hit the brakes. I think he was overspeeding when he did that. If we could just see his dashboard, have a look back at his dashboard. He might have been overspeeding the 80 kilometres per hour, 50 miles an hour.
Interesting. Charles Leclerc catching Sergio Perez. 6 laps, he might be at striking distance. Karun, back to you.
Yeah, just to finish up that point, I think that they're obviously managing Russell's pace, but Lewis is staying within that 5 seconds of George Russell. It's sort of stabilised in the low 4.2, 4.3 second gap.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Drivers' Championship then looking good for Sergio Perez, but Charles Leclerc is coming at him, and he's not doing it by a huge amount, although on this lap has taken 4 tenths out of Perez in the first sector. He might need his teammate to pick up the pace a little bit to enable him to pick up the pace.
I wonder if it was the opposite stat.
30. We have 30 laps to go, so.
Back again, just to give him the DRS to pull him clear of the Ferraris for a second time.
2 seconds, the gap between Verstappen and Perez. Don't forget, Max Verstappen going for a 15th win of the season this evening. That would tie the Prost and Senna total that the pair of them won in that legendary 1988 season for McLaren. And it would be by 2 on the checkered flag, the most wins in a season by any driver. Fernando Alonso pitting and retiring. Have to retire the car. Oh dear. Well, Fernando Alonso, who's not had the best of luck with mechanical reliability this season, finishes off his stints.
Fernando Alonso's is retiring from the race. Oh, dude. What the heck happened, dude? That is a shame. Fernando Alonso is more than likely done for the day.
Meanwhile, here comes Sebastian Vettel. Haven't said that for a while. And there he goes. Into the corner, the heads of Pierre Gasly.
Vettel is now ahead of Gasly, but this is only for 16th. Ooh, Charles Leclerc got the fastest lap of the race now. Charles Leclerc, yeah, 1 minute 20. Yeah, 1 minute 29.744. That is a big lap there.
Which might explain why Schumacher was a little bit quicker than his teammate. It might explain why Valtteri Bottas was struggling for pace and touch as well. So they're definitely going for the one stopper there. 4 of the final 7 races in 2022, Fernando Alonso has failed to get to the checkered flag. Real shame for him. And this is Sebastian Vettel making a very nice move off the air gas.
Yeah, you could see in unison the puff of brake dust of the car.
Fernando Alonso did, Finboy. Yeah. Fernando Alonso retired from the race. And Fernando Alonso is now Maddie's driver? Oh man. I didn't know Maddie actually had a Formula 1 driver.
That's Sergio saying, come on, Max, pick up the pace there. I know you're protecting your tyres, you're doing a bit of tyre management.
Of course, right now for me, I'm a Vettel fan, but of course next year, I'm gonna be a Verstappen fan because of course with Vettel retiring this season, I'm gonna have to switch drivers and move on into a Sebastian Vettel. Not Max Verstappen fan. So I think Verstappen's going to be a great pick for me as a replacement.
Looking a much livelier animal once again. Yeah, good point. As they were in South Holland, to be honest. And maybe, a car that does tend to overwork his tyres, overheat his tyres a little bit, when you put the harder one on, the penalty is not quite so severe. Perez is going through the emotions that Nico Rosberg might have gone through here back in 2016, when he would quite like his teammate that night to have got a bit of a move on. No? 1 or 2? That's the question. The teams might have made their mind up, but they've got plenty of time to change it should they need to. Should we get a late safety car, for instance, in this race?
That's what they've been nervous of.
I don't know. I'm just still so used to that name. But of course I'll call you Finboy. But it's just I'm just still used to the word Norse head. I'm still kind of used to that. But oh jeez. Bottas locked it up completely. That's possibly going to give Gasly the position now. Man, Valentino Bottas is going to lose 2 spots because of that lockup there.
The news seems to be that there's some sort of leak of water leak is suspected. They saw on the telemetry
water leak on someone? Uh-oh. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, so that was for Fernando Alonso. He had some sort of a water leak. Oh, that's not good. Valentino Bottas did. He was trying to pass. Of course, he was trying to pass Vettel, but Bottas locked it up, and then lost 2 positions from Sebastian Vettel, and I think it was, I don't know who else he got. He got passed by. Sebastian Vettel and Pierre Gasly. That's what happened. And now Bottas is in the pit now. Bottas is your favorite? Oh. Is that Shaq? That's Shaquille O'Neal. He's in this race. He's watching the race. Nice.
Enjoying the Grand Prix. That's the fourth time that Fernando Alonso has dropped out this year with what would have water leak or reported water leak.
I don't want to be too early.
Russell doesn't want to pit too early. Okay, so.
Long this set of tyres, 2.5 seconds the gap out in front. Verstappen over Perez. Perez pitted before Verstappen to try the undercut. Means that those tyres he's got on are 5 laps older. And Charles Leclerc has tyres on that are 6 laps fresher. Looking in a very good position, Charles Leclerc. Certainly coming to the end of the stint too, where Perez might be struggling a bit more than the Ferrari. And the Ferrari certainly has pace. The gap down to 2 seconds now, and closing all the while 3/10 on this particular lap. And Leclerc's taken out of Perez's advantage. We're down to 1.7 seconds. And sooner or later, he's going to get some DRS, and then it could get very, very harem scare for Sergio Perez and for Red Bull. The thing is, Martin, runner-up in the Drivers' Championship, but Red Bull really want that one too, to cement what has been an incredible season for them.
Very dominant season. Max is putting personal bests in out front, but he's obviously playing the long game with his tyres. And yeah, Leclerc's very, very close to getting into DRS zone with him. 4.3 covers the top 3 drivers.
So, all is still to play for on that one. And out in front, all looking very nice for Max Verstappen. Behind him, it's going to get quite feisty soon, I think. George Russell, meanwhile, has just put in a personal best and the best overall first sector in the race. Behind Carlos Sainz currently, but looking to
Oh, man.
before he has that 5-second penalty out at the end of the race for his pit stop.
Yeah, and you can see Hamilton's closing in on Russell, if anything. Just down to 2.5 seconds now. And obviously plus the 5-second pit stop penalty for George Russell to be applied at some point. And it sounds as if they're absolutely certain they're coming in again before the end of the Grand Prix. They said we will have to serve that at the next stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe a bit of tyre management going on elsewhere.
Fox opposite Red Bull.
So what they're saying to Charles Leclerc is if Sergio Perez pits, stay out. And I think they're just, looking to see what Red Bull are going to do, and they are making quite a late call here on Sergio Perez and pitting him. So Leclerc will stay, and he could do. He's got 6 laps fresher tyres on that Ferrari. Perez pitting because he's been running a little bit closer to his teammate Max Verstappen, and that might not have helped his tyres in that second stint. So with 34 laps to go in this race, he's making his second pit stop, and he's going to come out, hopefully for him, ahead of Lando Norris. There is Lando Norris going into turn 1. Perez comfortably then clear. They found a really nice gap for him to fit into.
And it should help him undercut and stay in front of Leclerc as well. Well, it will help him undercut Leclerc, won't it, on the fresh tyres. But we'll see how that plays out at the end. So 24 laps to go.
And the thing is, they can wait 6 laps, can't they? The Ferrari, with Charles Leclerc, then pit him, and then he can really push to the end, rather than trying to manage it a bit in that middle stint. Ted, let's head down to you.
Yeah, so this fight for P2, the drivers, as even though Mercedes look like they're not going to overturn Ferrari in the constructors, it's still on with Leclerc, isn't it? That's a bit early for Perez. That's a good 3 or 4 laps earlier than the earliest bit in the pit window we were told by Pirelli that the second stops would happen. So Perez is going to have to really treat them kindly, otherwise he's going to be vulnerable to Leclerc, as you've been saying, at the end of the race.
Okay, Max. So we need increased time management. Increased time management, please.
Right, they are catching. What do you want me to do? Like, they can get close.
You are 4/10 faster than Leclerc in sector 2.
And that middle sector is where Red Bull have been very strong throughout this weekend. Is that Red Bull now thinking we're going to switch to a one-stopper for Max Verstappen?
Possibly. Well, I think what they're saying is you're taking 4/10 out of the Ferrari, so you're obviously taking more life out of your tyre. Ooh, that's close against the wall there. He can't have a slow pit stop. He's dropped back behind. He's running 12, doesn't he?
So on the green switch shows your pushing level.
We'll call that a 5 then if there's 5 to choose from.
You have plenty of time, Ollie. It's not like you have to choose one now. It took me a while to actually choose my Formula One driver.
For me, I read that radio call.
And of course, for ARC, I'm gonna have to find myself a new driver. Nick Sanchez will be moving on to the trucks next year, so I gotta find myself a new one. It's probably gonna be Rajah Caruth, but I'm not entirely sure.
Both Leclerc and Verstappen's engineers told their drivers, we could be switching to one stop and going to the end. So let's think about your tyre management. So I don't think they've committed either way, but they are hedging their bets here because the Ferrari does seem much happier on our tyre.
And we have track conditions that are cooling all the time as well. So switching away to the higher degradation at the start of the race and getting a bit cooler as it goes on. Daniel Ricciardo trying down the inside there on Alex Albon. Now, we saw what happened in Mexico when he dived down the inside on an unsuspecting Yuki Tsunoda and they came together. This time around, with Ricciardo and Albon, they managed to keep apart. But this is, well, for McLaren, they need to start clearing a few cars here. Norris is 7th, Ricciardo out of the points, 1 Alpine.
Daniel Ricciardo was trying to get past Albon.
Question, can you keep this pace with plan C?
Yes, I think.
Okay, copy that.
Logan Sargent, welcome to Formula One for next season. He's got his super license points, enough of them, and he'll take the seat vacated by Nicholas Latifi at Williams for next year.
He will indeed. Looking forward to seeing him on the grid. So, Leclerc, I think that's Leclerc.
Interesting.
To the end of the Grand Prix, if I had to. If Sainz is in time management mode for a one-stopper, he's going very fast with it.
Verstappen to Perez, the gap, 23.8 seconds. So he could pit and still come out ahead of his teammate, which would probably be better for his teammate because he can then try and drag him out of a threat from a Ferrari behind. But maybe Red Bull are thinking more about a one-stopper here. Verstappen's pace is still in the 129s. The only other driver in the top 6 in the 129s is his teammate, Sergio Perez.
And look, we were talking, and Lewis wasn't happy with his car. But suddenly, on these tyres, he's faster than his teammate. Right? He's catching his teammate, must be said, is Lewis Hamilton. So, whatever it was, it seems to have gone away a bit on tyres.
Which is good to hear. Karun at Sky Race Control, what's some more team radio news for us?
Yeah, Sergio Perez has been told he's 18 seconds behind Leclerc because although you mentioned the gap to Verstappen, for the World Championship second place,
2 seconds.
Expecting the clock to go to the end.
Yeah, exactly that. They've now given Perez the job of catching 18 seconds and passing 4 cars on track if he wants to get second place. He has, of course, got tyres which are 12 laps fresher than Leclerc. I think that's a tall order.
That's an order to catch that amount. I don't know. I mean, yes, at this current pace, but if Leclerc starts really struggling in the last handful of laps, he'll be...
Holy crap! Dude! I haven't seen you in a while, man! Holy crap! How's it going, man? Holy crap, I haven't even seen you at all this year. It has been such a long time since I last saw you, man. How's it going, bro?
But if that is the plan for Red Bull, those in the Paris camp will definitely be hoping that it works out that way.
Any kind of safety car or virtual safety car, though, would play right into Ferrari's hands.
I do remember that your name was James. It's not Bruce because that's your father's name, but it's James. Holy crap, James. It's such an honor to see you again, man.
For the finale, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in 2022, and you haven't seen the action so far, well, press your red button if you're a Sky Q or a Sky Glass customer, and you can watch the highlights alongside the live action. We are live on board with Lewis Hamilton at the moment, who sustained a bit of damage.
Oof.
We think to his car going over the curb on the outside of this corner here on the first lap. He tangled with Carlos Sainz, was reporting as well that all was not right with his engine. But in the last few laps, things have got a lot better for him.
And he's got DRS on Russell as well now. Yeah, he's got his rear wing open down these two straights. And Russell, you can see the red lights flickering away as he's charging the battery up. And got a wide line through turn 9, possibly a little bit easier on the tyres through there. But in this phase of the Grand Prix, it's the Hamilton Mercedes that looks fastest.
Ted, let's head down to you.
So before this Hamilton-Russell thing gets interesting, let me tell you about Sebastian Vettel, where I know you can see he's 13th behind Zhou Guanyu, but it's actually going pretty well. He's quicker than Zhou Guanyu by at least half a second per lap. He's closing in on the Sauber driver, and he's got Zhou, Ricardo, Sonoda, and his teammate Lance Stroll, who are all solid two-stoppers. But I don't think they pitted so early. They can't clearly. We're going to struggle to make.
Oh, we got a yellow flag. Sector 2. Safety car. Sector 2.
Just a little tangle, and have got going once again. Down at the hairpin. I wonder who was trying to make a move on who and who caused that one, but the TV certainly got damage to his
Holy crap. We got a
tire.
track clear, though, so we're back on the green now.
DRS, you can see the Williams going very slow and keeping out of the way. So that could have been that safety car, Martin, that you were talking about, but it's not.
It was Nicholas Latifi, I believe. Nicholas Latifi, I think. And was that other driver Kevin I have no idea who the other driver was. Could have been Kevin Magnussen, or it could be someone else. I have no idea who that was. Track limits at turn 1. Oh, and oh, it was Mitch Schumacher. That's who that was. It's being noted right now.
So does Carlos Sainz.
So Sainz pitting, Russell pitting, and the crews will get to work at Mercedes in 5 seconds.
So the incident between Latifi and Mitch Schumacher is being reviewed right now. Don't know if we're going to get a replay.
Behind Sergio Perez, but will George Russell come out behind Lando Norris? Seems to me Norris just wants to turn 1, so yes, that will happen. Sainz there. Sainz will come out behind Lando Norris as well. So Norris now,
And it's being it's under investigation. The incident between Latifi and Mitch Schumacher causing a collision.
but that might not last too long. And the stewards are now looking at Schumacher and Latifi for that collision down.
Latifi, that's who that was. Okay. So it's Nicholas Latifi, or whatever. Hamilton saying, "Don't leave me on a one stop, mate."
13 seconds the gap now between Leclerc and Perez, and closing all the while.
Ooh, okay, now we got a Lance Stroll fan in the house now. Okay, that's pretty bold. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, here's Schumacher trying to pass. Oh, wow. Dude, that was so insane. What the heck? Dude, that crash was so insane. Both Schumacher and Latifi was just like, they're like both, man, they both, like, spun out. It's completely insane. See, look, they spun out at the exact same time, and they backed out at the exact same time. Oh, what the frick did Latifi just pick up? George Russell passing Lance Stroll right now. Well, that happened. No safety car either, so yeah.
Daniel Ricciardo, Russell. So this is going to end up in points, I predict, for Seb Vettel on his last F1 race, but maybe not the 5 they need more than Alfa Romeo Sauber.
Yeah, he needs to clear Lando Norris potentially. 5-second time penalty for Mick Schumacher for causing a collision.
5-second penalty for freaking Mick Schumacher for causing that? What the frick?
So Russell giving it an aggressive end to the season. Karun Chandler could race control. What have he got?
A 5-second time penalty for Mick Schumacher for causing a collision. Dude, that is immense. Holy crap.
Are you sure we should be doing one stop? There's no sheer confidence from the cockpit.
What are your thoughts at this stage?
I'm okay for now.
Understood.
I think last 10 laps will be critical.
Copy.
He's just had a lonely race, Max Verstappen, where his only battle this year seems to be against tyre degradation, not another driver.
Yeah, it's been pretty dominant, hasn't it? Very dominant season for Max. When you look back and review it.
Small, in case you're wondering, my driver right now, currently, is Sebastian Vettel. He's currently in 11th right now. He's the number 5 Aston Martin race car, so. But of course, next season it will be Max Verstappen, so.
Perez is the gap between himself and Charles Leclerc, which is about 18 seconds now. Big lock up there by Joe Guan Yu. Sebastian Vettel will.
Joe Guan Yu locked it up again.
Right on the seat here, and the car ahead of Joe Guan Yu. Esteban Ocon.
We've got against Leclerc. Yeah, when you speak, this match is good.
Vettel's going to try around the outside of Joe Guan Yu all the way.
Vettel trying to pass John Guan Yu. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Pass Guan Yu. Come on. Jeez, man.
Another season to show us just how good he is, and potentially the race in front of his home fans in Shanghai, of course.
So Perez is catching it a second a lap. You have to assume Leclerc's tires are going to get.
Oh yeah, man. Right now we're both currently Aston Martin teammates. I didn't know about that.
It certainly is. Lando Norris has pitted, as you can see. He's come out behind.
Lap 43, and we have not yet had a full safety car. We did have one yellow flag incident, but that was only at Sector 2. So we haven't had a full-on safety car, so 15 laps to go in this race and the season as a whole. Our final 15 laps. Let's go ahead and make it count. Oh, jeez, Lance Stroll's coming in. It's really closing in right now. Oh, boy. Oh, man, Joe Guan Yu, what are you doing, dude? Could have crashed there. Lance Stroll right now. A big one. Off track. Did pass Guan Yu. Oh, John Guan Yu takes it back. Wow, that was intense.
Martin, you're spot on. You've got to leave yourself enough laps to do something on your new tyres. But we're right at the end of the window for the second stops now, lap 44. That is it. So if you're going beyond this, you might only have the choice of going to a soft tyre at the end. Because that can only do about 10 or 11 laps, can't it, guys?
Yeah, exactly.
No point pitting late, putting a medium on. We won't be quick enough.
So it might be a good one, though, for the last 10 laps. If Ferrari realise that plan that they've got to, and I forget which letter of the alphabet we're trying this afternoon, if they need another plan, could it be the soft compound tyre? Stroll eventually gets past Joe Guan Yu. Aston Martin running, 10 to 12, because Joe Guan Yu's taken that place back again.
Yeah, so Leclerc's got a brand new set of mediums and a brand new set of hard tyres available.
Can't lose time there. Catch and pass, Hamilton. Catch and pass. Good enough.
The turn 9 incident between John Wanu and freaking Lance Stroll is being under review.
And he's got some DRS assistance down that back straight. George Russell flying along on the medium compound.
Right now, it's being noted between Stroll and Wanu for forcing a driver off the track. No further investigation. Never mind. The incident between Lance Stroll and John Wanu is no longer being investigated. Sergio Perez is right now looking for the lead. No, not for the lead, but for third between him and Lewis Hamilton, one of the Mercedes.
This is very good for Charles Leclerc, of course, who wants Sergio Perez to have his pace slowed down a little bit, and that's certainly what's happened on that last lap. Verstappen leads by 7.5 seconds from Charles Leclerc. They're trying to one-stop out in front for the top two, and this is that Sergio Perez lock up into the chicane, only slightly, just forced it deeper, and it compromised him on the exit.
Yeah, so 20 degrees harder for the wrong hand of it. And then Hamilton behind him with his wing open and slipstream and stayed right. There he is.
Lewis Hamilton emerging into view, and that's not what Sergio really wanted to see.
You could see very clearly there the reaction where as he went through the turbulent air of the Mercedes-Benz, and he had to give a big correction on the steering wheel to sort the car out.
Now in life you've got to learn, Martin, haven't you? We try and learn new things every day, and maybe Sergio has learned here that making a move into the chicane is not the way to go.
Absolutely. Lewis got a great exit though, but he's still vulnerable, to say the least.
And down the inside.
Here comes Perez down to the outside.
And we can see he's actually got the car left ahead.
Now he got him. Sergio Perez now just passed Lewis Hamilton now.
Lewis Hamilton to his race pace and his battle with Charles Leclerc. Because as we carry on, the laps start to run out, and he's on target to be right there with the man in second place and to try and take that second place in the championship. It could be a loss, 1 or 2 seconds with Lewis Hamilton in the way that he cost Lewis Hamilton quite a few seconds this time last year, or 11.5 months ago. Perez doing a great job that night, but he's been on the wrong end of some good defending and some holding up here tonight. Drew, let's head down to you.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton's been told he's got Carlos Sainz hunting him down now. Last time round, 2 seconds faster the Spaniard was in the Ferrari. 10 laps to go, properly, and it's 10 seconds.
Yeah, and what did Lewis say on the radio? Don't leave me one stopping. But Russell, there's 3 drivers in the 1 minute 28. That's Russell and Norris. There's one other in there as well. Sainz, Russell, Norris and Sainz have been in the 1 minute 28 and are coming back. They're 5th, 6th and 7th at the moment.
I think Schumacher passed Joe Guanyi. Both drivers have been lapped, along with Bottas, Magnussen and Latifi. We've lost 1 driver in this race, Fernando Alonso. But if you want to watch some highlights along with the details, IQ customers can snag up customers and press their red button.
Yeah, tires are good. Just tell Chico to go full. Okay. So tires are good on Verstappen right now.
Checo, now's your time.
Yeah, in other words, tell Checo just to give it everything. The tyres will hang on in there. Obviously, they've got a long way through their fuel load by now. 100 and some odd kilos that they put in at the start of the race is going down nicely.
So Verstappen ahead of Leclerc, ahead of Perez, Hamilton and Sainz, then the top 5. Coming up then, Russell and Norris, both on the medium compound tyre. Esteban Ocon has about 6 seconds on Daniel Ricciardo at the moment, and a pace advantage. Sebastian Vettel's gaining a bit on Daniel Ricciardo in 10th place, with Lance Stroll on the mediums behind him.
This is sort of a Michael Schumacher-esque ride there from Max Verstappen. It's kind of like, it almost looks, however slow he's driving, he's pulling away. It just looks so casual. in the way that he's minding the cars at the end of the Grand Prix, particularly the tyres.
So we dropped to P6, but maybe battling back to P5.
Also known as your teammates.
Yes, George Russell. Meanwhile, out in front, you might not have heard this team radio from a lap ago. This is Max Verstappen.
My TVs always fall behind. 10 laps to go.
In a very happy place out in front.
Well, that was Max Verstappen that said that.
Ahead of Mick Schumacher in 15th. I have to say, under the lights, the Alfa Romeo looks good. As does the green of the Aston Martin, the green of Lance Stroll, catching Sebastian Vettel. You hold your breath a little bit.
Teammates, Lance Stroll and Sebastian Vettel. Lance Stroll has now passed Sebastian Vettel. So, Dan, you got me, Molly. Duh.
But Leclerc has just put in his personal best of the Grand Prix, also in the 1 minute 29. So he's hanging in there now. This is going to be a great fight between Leclerc and Perez. Ted.
It is, isn't it, Martin? I'm looking forward to this. This is much closer than I thought it was going to be. And much closer, I think Red Bull thought it was going to be. So if Checo is going to go, quote, full send, then Ferrari is going to have to go 2 seconds then.
How did we get the strategy so wrong?
Well, it was a good idea at the time, but yeah, I think there's some...
Yeah, man, how did the strategy not end up going correctly?
We're trying some ambitious 2 stops, but yeah, the 2 stops worked for Lance Stroll. So far, his teammate, I think that's probably what he's referring to, as Stroll is in front of it. But yeah, so Leclerc telling his teammate not to talk to him anymore on the radio, especially in the corners. Leclerc says, look, Xavi, I know what to do now. He's got a big job ahead of him to defend P2. There's a replay here.
I think what Sebastian Vettel is saying is that, come on, everyone around us is 2 stopping here. We've gone for the 1 stop. I'm now out of the points. This is not really how it should have gone. And Stroll is ahead of Ricciardo and up into 9th. And if Vettel doesn't get into the points, there'll be a steward's inquiry at the end of this. And that's the Martin.
Good information there. Very good information. Don't let the car scrub across the track. I couldn't help but see the irony on Stroll's halo there. Robar saying "Don't cassette" as he skimmed past him on presumably a strategy that Sebastian feels a lot better.
Yeah, it got a little bit touchy at the end of Sao Paulo as well, with Sebastian Vettel not having any soft compound tyres and tumbling out of the points. And on the wrong strategy that day, as he crossed the line, he went, yeah, okay, thanks guys, you could have let me have a point. The points going to his teammate with a 6th, 10th place finish of the season.
Yes, Lance Stroll up 4 places from the grid and Sebastian Vettel down 2.
But what they need at Aston Martin is both drivers to advance a little bit beyond.com and Ricardo, and then they could be looking at a 6th place finish in the championship. That would to give them 8th and 9th. Give them the 5 points that I think they need.
Tires are dropping off on Hamilton. Oh, boy.
Ricardo ahead of him. He's got that pace, and there he goes. Up into 9th place. Nice.
Sainz is catching Hamilton pretty quickly. But it isn't quickly enough. He was 1.3 seconds faster on that lap, mind you. And another personal best for Carlos Sainz, who's dragging George Russell along with him. So they'll be reasonably close to Lewis Hamilton in the closing stages.
Charles Leclerc, in the Drivers' Championship this year, you see 3 wins, 10 podiums. He's got a heck of a lot of poles as well. Failed to win 7 times when starting on pole in 2022. Sergio Perez with 2 wins in Monaco, of course, and in Singapore has had his best season in Formula 1, has only ever had 1 top 6 finish. Here in Abu Dhabi in GP2, he won. Would dearly love to be on the podium, though, for the first time here as a Formula 1 driver. And that gap, well, as you can see, started to come down. 6.3 seconds for Schwartzman back at Earth. And down at Ferrari now. I'm sure there are a few more in that garage. Lap 52 and 58, not long to go till the end of the season here. There's Charles Leclerc, and you can just see Sergio Perez in the background. Now on proper full set though. What was the difference in lap time on that last lap? 0.6 of a second.
It's not enough, is it?
No.
It's not enough.
Perez, meanwhile, Daniel Ricciardo in his sights and more. He's closing in on the McLaren a bit too fast.
It's going to be tight, buddy. 7 laps to go. All out, all out.
He's getting Hugh Bird, his race engineer, giving him proper motivation. Vettel tried that move, but his former teammate Daniel Ricciardo didn't come off. He lost a little bit of ground to him, but still looking quite a long way into the distance to see Sergio Perez here. He chases down Leclerc.
Lewis Hamilton has now got a black and white flag for track limit, so one more.
Black and white flag for Lewis Hamilton for the track limit. If he does it again, it will be a penalty.
Well, the speed that Sainz is going at, he'll be under 5 seconds behind Hamilton, and in no time, you would have thought. George Russell also at a decent pace, catching Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton going for that one stop. Verstappen and Leclerc going for that one stop. Perez and Red Bull taking a bit of a gamble, going for a 2-stop and hoping that that can give them the advantage they need to either stay ahead or get ahead to Charles Leclerc. And it's 4 tenths on this lap that Perez has picked up, but only 4 tenths. He needs really to be second a lap faster than Charles Leclerc, whose tyres could still go up. That little bit more, of course. The gap down to 5.4 seconds as he crossed the line. Better lap from Perez, 8 tenths faster than Charles Leclerc. Leclerc with those hard compound tyres on now for 31 laps. Hamilton, 34 laps for his tyres. They can't wait for the checkered flag, I'm sure. What will help Perez, if he can get to these cars at the right time, is he might get a bit of DRS as he's starting to lap some back markers, Gasly and Albon, a little bit further ahead of Charles Leclerc. That might not come into play for him.
That's a great drive from Leclerc, isn't it? To split the Red Bulls. That didn't look at all likely, did it, in the opening stages?
Certainly didn't. Lap 53 out of 58. And Sergio Perez is just looking for any advantage he can find.
Max can't give Leclerc DRS. Just make it easier for Leclerc to defend against you.
And what, 6 tenths of a second on this lap in the first 2 sectors. Ted, down to you.
Swing on the 2 leaders, and that's the birds. Ricciardo and Vettel. Vettel's closing on, and Ricciardo is going to get him in the next lap or so. If the current pace keeps
5 laps to go of the season and our final 5 laps of our career.
in 2022.
So Sainz is going to be on Hamilton on the last lap, effectively. Will Perez do the same to Leclerc? Stay tuned.
I think these last 5 laps pretty much sums up this season as a whole. No dispute who's going to win and who the champion is. The big scrap has all been about second place. Lewis Hamilton, who doesn't really want to keep this W13 in his collection at all, is in a situation that he really doesn't fancy. For the race that, well, gave him one last opportunity to keep alive that record of winning at least one race in every single season that he's competed in. It's not going to happen for him this year. Bottas gets past Schumacher, 16th place for the Alfa Romeo. Hamilton will get a bit of DRS to try and get past the Alfa Romeo and the Haas, who are having their own particular fight, and they're going to have to make way because they've been lapped in this race. Perez now about 4 seconds behind Charles Leclerc, still gaining on this lap, 6 tenths of a second through the first 2 sectors once more. That fight with Bottas, keeping Schumacher at bay, has just held up Hamilton momentarily. Schumacher then eventually does move out.
Dang, Lewis Hamilton has not won at all this year?
Max Lauda, Nicky Lauda's son, here in the Mercedes garage. Great to see him here. Mercedes with that red scarf for Nicky that they run with at all times.
I kind of think that
you're going to be on him the last lap. You got to.
I think that Lewis would have been P5 anyway had he have stopped, so he's fighting over 4th and 5th now, but I think what he's recognising is that the red Ferrari that's looming in his mirrors now is going to be passed him before the checkered flag.
He was passed, of course, by George Russell's teammate in that first stint, and that relegated him down. But you're absolutely right there, Martin. On board with Sergio Perez, and the gap now is very much under that 4-second margin and coming down even more so. There is Hamilton, there is Carlos Sainz, keeping out of the way is Valtteri Bottas.
Shifts not working properly. Copy. Okay, may have a hydraulic problem, so may go passive. Just be cautious.
And it did go passive. As you can see, Carlos Sainz goes ahead of Lewis Hamilton, who was absolutely powerless to try.
Hamilton has no power. He
And he's
still
still stuck in 7th gear at the moment.
stuck in 7th gear.
Remedy, but this is a hydraulic issue, and this might be curtains for Lewis Hamilton this evening.
And that's probably going to do it for Lewis Hamilton, and that's probably going to end the streak of winning races this year, which has been going on ever since his first ever season back in 2007. So I believe this is where it ends for Lewis Hamilton.
Constructors' Championship, they're falling by the wayside too. They really needed to keep 2 cars out on the road in case something happened to the Ferraris. Hamilton then, oh, what a disappointing moment for him. Sergio Perez.
Hello there, Nick Rowdy.
Now the gap, 2.7 seconds.
Just in time, we got like, this race is about to be over here. Oh, jeez.
Well, squabbling back markers there, Martin. I thought they were going to keep out of the way, but Pierre Gasly didn't. They'll be getting the blue flags now. They already have that blue flags waved at them. But what Perez gets is another little dose of DRS down this straight. The back markers do keep out of the way, and Pierre Gasly does on this occasion. That will help Perez, but he's now right up on the rear wing of Alex Albon, who gets out of the way, and we're down to 2.5 seconds because Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez. This is the race for second place. Hamilton hitting and retiring. It's the first mechanical failure.
And it's over.
2022. Hamilton then out of the race. Sebastian Vettel moves up into the points as a result of it.
Sebastian Vettel is over. Wait, no, not Sebastian. I keep saying Sebastian Vettel. What the frick? Lewis Hamilton, I meant to say. It is over for Lewis Hamilton. The streak is now over. The winning streak is over.
There is our race leader heading into the chicane. Behind him, his teammate in hot pursuit. Behind him, Valtteri Bottas and Joe Guanyu having a right on scrap with Pierre Gasly.
Incredible, isn't it? All for second place in the World Championship, and they've both declared and demonstrated how much it means to each of them to finish second to Verstappen this year. And it's it looks like a lot of work to do in a lap and a half for Sergio Perez.
But those tyres have been on Charles Leclerc's Ferrari for an awful lot longer. Is there life left in those tyres? Charles Leclerc pitted on lap 21. Sergio Perez, lap 33. There's a 12-lap difference. Leclerc hanging this out and hanging it out really well, but will it be enough? And on this lap, 0.3 of a second only, if Perez hasn't had the DRS, he's got a huge amount to do on the final lap of the final race this season.
Final lap here in the Formula One season, and our last lap of our career.
So, Max Verstappen out in front on this final lap, and Max Verstappen has been out in front for pretty much all this season. It started well for Ferrari, didn't it? Winning 2 of the first 3 races, while Red Bull had mechanical issues, but once Red Bull got going, there was no stopping them. Nicholas Latifi has retired in his final race for Williams and potentially in Formula 1 too. Verstappen a long way clear. Perez not making the impression he wants on Leclerc so far. Just 0.3 of a second on this lap. He's not had the DRS. He's gone deep into that chicane too. Leclerc holding on quite nicely. Ferrari, this will mean a huge amount. They've had disappointment, of course, in recent
It seems like Charles Leclerc is going to hold off Sergio Perez.
matching the expectations of the Tifosi this year to finish second in the Constructors' Championship, to finish second in the Drivers' Championship. That is a partial return to form for the prancing horse, and Sergio Perez is not making that move. That Red Bull thought he could on Charles Leclerc. They went for a two-stop
Don't think Sergio Perez is going to make it. Out of the final turn, Max Verstappen is going to win his 15th race. A championship winning season for Max Verstappen. He is a two-time World Series champion. Charles Leclerc gets second, and Sergio Perez gets third.
ahead of Sergio Perez. Ferrari get that runners-up spot in both Constructors and Drivers' Championships. Perez has to settle for a podium, but no runners-up spot for him. Carlos Sainz takes fourth place ahead of George Russell and Lando Norris. And looking now at the rest, Daniel Ricciardo under huge pressure from Sebastian Vettel.
Man, what a freaking battle. And here we come. Our final turn. Here we come, man. About to end our final lap. Let's go, man. Let's not make a mistake, man. And here we come. And the final turn. And we lost the line in 10th. A top 10 in our final race. How about that?
His final world championship point then.
That was sublime. It was actually a perfect way to sum up this season, Max. It's been a pleasure.
Amazing race, and well managed to be tires who are holding on really well. So great job to everyone. What an amazing season we've had. Unbelievable.
Very, very good job, Max. Well done. As GP says, an amazing way to round off what's been a beautiful year. Well done.
Yeah, we can all be very, very proud. How did Checo end up?
Just one.
Wow, man, that's awesome.
1.3 behind Leclerc.
That's close.
And that's it. That's the end of the season for Formula One. Max Verstappen is a two-time world champion. Definitely deserving. Lando Norris has won the fastest lap of the race. 1 minute 28.391. Oh, we're doing a triple burnout here? That's Charles Leclerc. Oh, wait, a triple burnout. What the heck? Look at this, man. That's incredible. Verstappen, Leclerc, and Sergio Perez doing a burnout in front of the fans. A traditional triple burnout here. That is awesome. What a season for Max Verstappen. 15 wins for Max Verstappen.
For the man who had the golden touch in 2022. Max Verstappen wins at the same circuit for 3 years in a row for the first time in his career, and a 15th win.
And that is awesome. 15 wins. Unbelievable. And thus, that concludes our career here in Formula One. What a career for Sebastian Vettel, a 4-time world champion. Won them, I think, consecutively.
can't quite see him. He's driving onto the grid soon. Fernando Alonso once did some donuts to say goodbye.
Vettel, here he is, man. Oh, heck yeah, we're going to do some burnouts here. Thank you so much, Vettel, for all the amazing things that you've done. What a career it has been for Sebastian Vettel. Really gonna miss you, man. Loved seeing you racing on the track. Move out of the way, please. What a career. Thank you so much for everything, Sebastian. Vettel Nation. Another wave to the fans. Thanks for everything, Sebastian. What a career it has been. Thanks, Seb.
Is that what you're going to do next week? He went, well, I've done one of them. I've got another to do.
I think he's got quite a collection. And to turn up to a few auctions.
And that about does it. That does it. For the Formula One season. That is it. Man. What a season this has been. Man, the longest season ever in Formula One history. We have made so many, so much has been made here this season. We have made a lot of history, and it will definitely be in the books for sure. Sebastian Vettel ending up his last season of his career. Max Verstappen getting 15 wins, which is the most ever in a season. Lewis Hamilton, for the first time in his career, goes winless. A freaking winless season for Lewis Hamilton. A great year for Red Bull Racing. 22 races in Formula One, which is originally going to be 18. It ends off today. It comes to a conclusion today. Max Verstappen getting his 15th win of the season, the most ever in the season. That is unbelievable. I think Max Verstappen's going to be a good pick for my replacement. As Sebastian Vettel hangs up that helmet, it's time to switch over to be a Max Verstappen. What a freaking season this has been. Sucks that I didn't get to see most of it, because I only saw, the Japanese Grand Prix and now this one. Japanese Grand Prix and the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Man, absolute dominant season by Red Bull Racing. Proud of Red Bull, proud of the team, proud of Sebastian, proud of Max. Everyone. Oh man. Props to the crew for broadcasting an amazing season this was. Holy crap. I honestly cannot wait for the year 2023. That is definitely going to be an interesting year for Formula One, and I can't wait to see what 2023 will be for NASCAR. And of course, as some of you guys may have already known, we are going to be coming back full time for race reactions in 2023. Of course, with some ARCA, some Xfinity, some trucks, and even some IndyCar, and maybe more of these more often. Some Formula One action also in the mix as well. We're going to have to see what's going to happen in 2023, and hopefully I'll be able to see more of these races in the future, but for now it's time to close out this year and close the book 2022, as this will be the final race stream that I will be doing for this year. Man, thank you all so much for being there with me throughout ever since February. It has really been an incredible journey. You're doing these streams ever since February of this year. What a year it has been for us to do race reactions here. I honestly can't wait to see what 2023 is going to be, and hopefully in NASCAR it will be a major reset for us. Boy, our season this year was terrible, but hopefully that's not going to be the case for 2023. But that's going to do it for race reactions for 2022. What an incredible year it has been for me doing race reactions. As this is going to be the last one that we're going to be doing for the year. And we're going to close everything up, pack everything up, get ready for the LA Coliseum, February 2023. Thank you all so much for tuning into the stream. I know it was definitely the earliest I streamed, but it was worth it, that's for sure. Thank you all again so much for tuning into the stream. I guess it's on to Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Coliseum next year, 2023. On February 5th, I believe, 2023. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all have a safe rest of your day. I'll see you all whenever we start doing these again. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Have an amazing rest of your day, y'all. Congratulations to Max Verstappen. And thank you, Sebastian Vettel, for everything. What a career it has been. Thank you all.